What is happening, lovely peoples of the cast? Shout out to like 10 casters on the block fans.
The
My name is
10?
Syndicus.
We might have
Yo,
more
did we get more
we
subscribers?
might have more fans than 10, but they just don't subscribe.
Yo, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. But anyway, my name is Syndicate Snivy,
Ian.
or Antonio. I'm here with the lovely Waff.
The Waffle Man. Yeah, that's my government name, the Waffle Man. You can call me Waffle, but yeah. I'm mad today. You know why I'm mad?
Why?
It's a very dumb reason to be mad. You know how like everyone's like pronunciations for their Twitter thing on the little layout is like capitalized to where it's usually capitalized? My SR isn't capitalized and it's capitalized in my Twitter. That's so annoying.
gotta hold
right?
that.
You're a fool.
I'm mad. I'm calling out Ritual first 5 minutes of the podcast. What the
Yeah.
heck? Where's my SR?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Skipping over Waffle because Waffle just cut me off. I'm Gerd. At Gerd, any you can see. I'm finally back. I changed from myself to Flambeau, now Flambeau back to me. So I'm here for the podcast again.
So you
I'm-
upgraded and then downgraded.
Yes.
And I'm Ritual SSB. I'm a man now, and I did my hair brown, and I got just a basic white man face.
That's
I
nice.
figured that was the play, you know. It gets a lot of doors open. Minus
You switched up.
yeah, I did. I switched up. I indeed switched up.
There's one.
No,
You
no.
switched up to the gender fluidity.
Hey, just gender fluid now.
There's one bigot in the chat who watches us and who's like, yeah, and it's like,
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Finally,
Christ.
Ritual stop being based. Let's go.
yeah.
No,
So-
my name's Yin. Hi.
Hi, you.
Hi, Ian.
Where are you from, Yin?
I'm from Utah, so I'm from northern Utah to be more specific, which means even for the locals and for my in-region majors, I still have to drive 2 hours.
Oh,
Let's go. 2-hour driving
Yeah,
gig. Let's go.
That's also what I have to do.
It's miserable.
don't have to do that.
I hate it.
I have to do that. Shine
Yeah.
is like 2 hours away from me, and that's my region.
Shine is
You
like
know-
an hour away from me. My closest local is 20 minutes.
My closest
Great.
local is 30 minutes.
Mine is-
so-
Okay. 2 hours is technically honest, but dishonest. Because
It's dishonest.
Well, hold up. If I want to go to a local that's good to cast, I have to drive 2 hours. If
Okay.
I'm wanting to
That's
go to a local, Utah has 5 locals a week. And yeah, all of like the smallest ones pull 15, 20 people a week. And those two are within like 20, 30 or 30, 40 minutes. So, you know,
So we're discriminating on locals now.
I am
We
because I'm
hate
a
Yes.
locals.
Yes, we
it's
are.
it's based on what you need, right? If you just want to have a fun local, then drive 30, 40 minutes, you know? Logan, CBS is dope. They're fire. But look, if I'm wanting to get on the mic, I'm not even going to the local that I run. I'm not going to cap. I'm driving 2 hours and I'm going to ESA. Those are my guys right there. If I didn't work Wednesday mornings, I'd also go to Land King. Good gracious, Land King pulls 80 people a week.
Damn.
Every single Utah weekly just got a shout out, and no one lives anywhere close to Utah.
I didn't shout out one of them.
Nowhere
I didn't
lands.
shout out one of them
And
because
you
it
won't.
should die.
It should die.
It should.
Wow.
I love that. Okay, I love the guys who run it. Man, do they do a bang up job. I've told them this. They know this. They aren't changing anything. I love them as people. Man, stop TOing, please.
Sheesh.
Listen, you gotta get
You're
someone else
saying
to
that,
jump on
as,
that.
when TO's in this chat? I'm like, oh my god.
I'm a TO. Look,
Yeah,
if
we
I'm
love
We're
running-
3 TOs
if-
here.
If I was running that event, I'd stop. I'm not gonna lie.
I only don't have my TO license because Vortex closed, and I never got to run VGC. But
Fuck.
Rip Bozo.
I
Rip-
know.
yeah.
It is a
Rest in
rip
peace for
dozo,
now.
Rip Bozo.
But
That's for the deaf people.
I was thinking about it. I think I love talking TO like logistics and stuff, and like just
So much
being
fun.
like an outside like person who just puts his input. Because I've watched tournaments for like 8 years now, so I feel like I know what most people like. Maybe I'm biased, but
Mhm.
you know, I just love I love talking that kind of stuff. I wish I was in the like New England TO Discord, and I had no access to anything. But it's just a room, and it's just like outside consultants, and it's just like, we're thinking of doing this. What do you think? And I'm like, I don't know. You know, I think that
No.
would be pretty cool. I
Look,
don't think it's a real suggestion, but I had a thought about that, and I thought that would
You
be
are the
really
people, to be
funny.
fair. Your insight is
Yeah.
valued.
Yes, you should do that. You should just pick 5 random people who go to New England tournaments, force them to join your TO Discord, and be like, what do you want for the tournament? You know?
Why aren't you doing this, this, and this?
I think Utah did something really good recently. By the way, we're just turning into organizers on the tournament now. But,
Yeah!
Yeah, I noticed. I'm like, this is the
That's
TO
my
episode?
podcast.
This
The
is
TO.
actually
That's
the
my
TO
which is
episode?
wild. That's wild because I definitely do a lot more casting than TOing, but here we are.
Yeah.
But the tournament organizers in Utah were all in our own Discord together, and they did a poll of just like it was like a Google form where it's like, all right, you just be anonymous, say whatever gripes you have, talk it, you know, just say what's awful and what's terrible, and you know, we'll look into fixing it, right?
Oh yeah, wait, that's actually a good idea. I
That's a
never
pretty
thought
good
about
idea.
the anonymity. Is that a word? I'm making it
Yeah.
a word if it's not a word.
Yeah.
But
Maybe not
I-
pronounced like that, but it's a word.
I never thought about that
Anonymity.
because I don't really, in general, care what people think, and I will just put my opinions out there, you know. So like, I wouldn't want it to be anonymous, but I guess
Yeah.
like if you do make it anonymous, like in general, just more people would be more likely.
Well, and like
to
what you
give
could do is you just have the form require an email, which it won't it requires the email, but it won't tell the form holder whose email it is. And then 2, you could have like a spot for tags, just don't have it required. That way, like for me and you, Waffles, we're just like, yeah, you're awful, you're horrible, shut it down because we don't care. Like, but for the people that are like, oh, I really like these people, and I don't want them to like feel bad about themselves, so I don't want to say anything. Well, now you could say your thing without like having to worry about them being like, I thought we were friends. So
Yeah.
So I have a good first idea for the podcast in terms of an actual casting idea for casters on
Like
the
a
block, not
structure?
TOs on
Okay.
the organizing.
Okay.
You want to give us
podcast.
structure.
Yeah, I
Listen,
want to
we-
get
we
I want to
need
get some
structure.
structure. So
I'm curious if Gerd had the same idea that I have in mind.
no, mine's more of like a shameless plug for my tournament.
Oh,
So
wow.
meter
Yo, look at that lovely
management,
hat of look at
meter
that lovely hat you
management,
got.
I'm muting Gert's mic.
commentary
All right.
apps will be live sometime this weekend.
He's muted. Don't
Commentary
worry.
apps
You,
for
Let's
who?
go.
you can't hear anything. You can't hear anything that Gert is saying because I muted him.
Yeah.
Boo.
Well,
Post-
I
on the
didn't
post-broadcast.
even hear him on the pod.
Yeah.
Gerd, what,
Meter
what-
Management is a tournament that I'm running alongside my good friend Cass and a couple of the FGC orgs in like New England, and commentary apps for Smash Ultimate will be live this weekend.
My one question is, what level of tournament is it? And
It is a regional,
regional?
not in like
Okay.
a giant ass venue, but
So you probably
will
don't
be a
have money to
regional.
fly out somebody from the West Coast then.
probably not.
Ah, yeah.
Fair
so
enough.
some individual from Utah that's currently
Yeah.
in this call.
Probably J Fly. Wait,
Wait.
in the call, I'm Ritual. I'm from New England.
Oh yeah, of course,
Ritual-
of course.
Ritual-
Nah,
wait,
Ritual's
wait.
from Tri-State.
We
What are you
don't
talking
don't
about?
claim Ritual. we don't claim her.
You claim me and not Ritual.
She's
That's
cast
crazy.
too much in Tri-State.
Dude,
And-
she casts everything.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
she's
she was
everywhere.
trying to tell me she wasn't a grinder, and I'm like, what do you mean?
She literally
What?
is.
Yeah.
She's
The cap
lying.
on this app, bro.
She
The
was
cap
like,
on this
she was
app.
like, I haven't been on the grind in a while, and I was like, you went to like 3 tournaments in like the past week. What do you
You're
See,
literally
I
going to
slow
a
down.
regional this weekend, dog. Like, what the hell?
I used to do what Ritual is doing, given there's no regionals in my area, so it was all locals.
Yeah.
But it's also like 80 to 50 person locals, so who cares? It's good enough.
Yeah, for the first time in a hot minute, I actually started going to like consistently like 2-3 locals a week now. I went
wish.
to I went to Encore for the first time in a while, and Meryl was like, "Yo, you've been on the grind for like a hot minute. Like, you stopped?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just wanted to break, get a little bit of burnout." And funny enough, There was actually somebody from Mass who came down to our like 19-person bracket who got
Ooh.
like third. Their tag was RTS.
Oh, I love RTS.
Oh,
Yeah.
RTS
Yeah.
is good.
Rock,
RTS
paper,
is-
scissors.
Yeah, they were they were
Taper.
kind of farming. I'm not gonna lie. They got some. Who'd they beat? They got like one solid win. I want to say. They beat like they farmed everybody, but like it's like the mid-level players.
Mhm.
There wasn't really like a top-heavy bracket. Like there's just Noku, Kryn, and like ZTN, and like,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. Everybody else is like
Bro, I'm gonna be honest.
yeah.
I hate going to locals when they have a stream set up now. Because
Really?
like, okay, and it depends on the local, right? So like Land King and ESA, because as I said, we have 5 locals. Land King ESA, they have amazing stream setups, and normally they have some pretty decent co-casters that are willing to get on. Everywhere else, don't. Okay, I know you know me as a caster. I know you. I'm the only Utah caster that exists. All right. But like, I don't want to get on. I love y'all. It's not like I'm just here to hang out, or like I'm like tilted because I just lost something because I'm awful.
Yeah, that's a.
I felt that.
Or like the other one, and this is, I'm not gonna shout anybody out on this. I don't want to like throw anyone under the bus. I am sorry. If I'm casting with you, it's not good practice for me, and I'm not having fun. Like, I love you as a person. I love chatting with you about the game, all that, hanging out with you, playing friendlies. I don't want to cast with you. And that,
Fair.
like, it kind of just like, it's hard because like once you've started, like once you've done a major, all of a sudden you realize this world of like, oh wait, there's people like me who know how to cast this game
Yeah.
decent, and then you get on the mic with like, there's a person, I love this guy, I hope one day he figures his stuff out because he really wants to do it. I think he's a homie. I think once he figures out conversation, he's got it. But dog, we don't need to be talking about what happened game 1 for 5 minutes after game 1.
God
Oh my
damn, 5
God.
minutes.
You are a
Yeah.
ritual.
you truly are a ritual. That's crazy.
Look, I'm
That's
bad
a
sometimes. I'm still figuring out like when to cut off certain analysis
Oh my
for
god.
myself. Yeah, I told you, I am literally ritual, just man. I am ritual man edition.
No, I feel that. I feel that. I haven't done a major yet. I've done a bunch of regionals in New England, but I'll get on the mic at my locals, and I'll want to do it with like some people because I want to like
Yeah.
improve synergy with potential casters like that I could have a block with in the future. And then there's like some people where I'm just like, I either know that I'm not gonna get the most practice out of a block unless I'm just like gonna get on there for fun, not like serious practice, or I'm like, I just don't synergize with someone well.
Yeah.
And I know it, and I've done like blocks with them before. I'm like, I'll do it because I want to cast with you, but I'm not like the biggest fan because of our synergy. So
I guess I should also clarify a little bit so I don't sound like a prick. If you haven't casted with me before, then I'm down no matter what. Okay?
You
It is
okay?
I want to
So-
specify it's for the people that I've casted several times with that I'm like, dog,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you don't got it, and we don't got it together.
Oh, I was gonna say. So it's like you're telling all these people, like, hey, by the way, if you don't do good, you're done forever. You're like, you're gonna make them more. You're gonna make them
You're
more
trash.
nervous.
I
You're gonna
sound-
make them
come
more
back
nervous.
to me when you've done Crown SMH.
True, true. No, okay.
Hit me
so,
up when you've done a major, dog.
Okay, how I want to phrase it, okay? Because I am the kind of person who's always down, like, at Coliseum. If you want on the mic, get on. Let me know. I will get you on. I don't care how good you are. It's a 20-man bracket, all right? We aren't taking things serious here, dog. And, like, if you want to commentate with me, if you are learning, I'll get on with you. I'll give you tips, whatever. We'll work through some stuff. Dog, there's a couple people, I've done 10 or more blocks with you. You have not taken a word of my advice, and you are awful to cast with. For me personally, and maybe there's probably somebody else out there that will synergize well with you or whatever, it's not me. It's I love you. I'm not that I can't cast with you. I'm not gonna cast.
Well, honestly, at that point, you just gotta be real with them. You gotta be like brutally
You should-
honest. Like brutal honesty is what makes people improve. Really, like you can't like. There's like no way to dance around it because like if you really want to get better at commentary, you need someone to like verbalize and actually say this. Like, hey, bro, you suck. You're no,
You're
no,
bad.
no.
Come on, you're garbage. You're
Like-
trash. Uninstall the game now.
Facts.
Because like commentary, it's like it's basically like an advanced way of just like having a conversation.
Yeah.
Essentially, like as much as we can like overcomplicate it, or, like break it down, it's like just a normal ass conversation at the end of the day, talking about the video game.
Yeah, like have that back and forth, dog.
Yeah, like in Tri-State. Oh, I want to see what my experience. Like I haven't found too many people that like I have never wanted
It's
to
because you're in
cast with.
Tri-State. The only
Well-
people that get on the mic are people that really want it and are actually like decent.
Or if people are just like just want to just mess around, like have fun.
That's true.
There's only one like strange individual that I've encountered on the mic, but everybody loves this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever watched like the Xandus or everything, but like there's this one caster by the name of Poe, and I like when I
Throwing him
when
on
I
the- Poe?
Poe. Everybody loves Poe at Xanadu. Let's in Maryland. I'm gonna say that. Get that. I'm gonna get that out of the way. But like when I got on the mic for the first time at like my first Xanadu, like the grind, I'm like, is this guy trolling me? Like, he's like, yo, so you know this guy? I'm like, yeah. I think he's a pretty great player, and I'm like, uh-huh. And he like said that about like 5 other people,
Dude.
and then
you
like
know
he kept on
Johnny-
making like
Oh wait, Johnny
New
Fortnite's a
York
real guy.
jokes.
I was
Johnny
wanting to
Fortnite's
like
real?
come up with a pretend tag, but like Johnny Fortnite is like that one Sephiroth that like popped off like a couple
Oh
of times.
yeah.
Gamer
So like Johnny
420.
Fortnite
In
sounds like
Texas.
such an O2er tag, but like he's just actually like PR level.
I was studying Johnny's VODs actually. I like the way he plays Sephiroth. His style is just like fuck it, balls to the walls. I'm gonna see what cool combos I can do, which I kind of respect. Cause I was looking to like give advice to a Sephiroth friend of mine who has a pretty defensive style, and it's like you can play that defense like Wally game. It's like you gotta find like the mix of like aggro too to like throw in there. Cause Sephiroth
See-
is pretty damn good at frame trapping.
My favorite Sephiroth is Tweaks because he switches to Diddy Kong.
So true, so true. Sorry, Seth lovers.
Look, the
No,
character.
I'm not sorry.
Not sorry.
It's
Well,
mid.
I
That
think-
character is so
Listen.
overrated in multiple ways. Like the character himself and his design, so cool, so sick. But like, dog, you're just slowing down the pace of the game with a million back airs. Let's be honest here. That's what you got to do too, because that character is dog.
If anything, Tweak has the best movement of any
Yeah.
Sephiroth I've ever seen. That's all. That's what I'll give Tweak. That's about
He's
it.
just nasty with movement in general, though. Like,
I agree.
bro's fun to watch.
But yeah, my man's Poe. I thought I was getting trolled. I was like, nah. He's just vibing. He's literally just sitting on the mic. Bro is big chilling. It's like he reminds me of a Melee commentator. In a
That
way.
vibe
He's
for
like,
locals is where it's at.
oh shit, that was a cool back air. That was a cool combo. I'm like, he's like, Youngling can do that. It's like, yeah, dog. And-
Dude, Young Link messed up, bro.
And
That
like, and
nair.
sometimes they're like, if a Poe gets on for like Xanadu Homecoming, they're like, everybody's like, yo, I hope I get the Poe block. I hope I get the Poe block. He's a hot commodity. But yeah, pretty fun chill guy. But back to what I was saying before of like people that I think that are not, or I guess trust the
Just call
characters.
me out. Just call me out. Just do it.
Waffle,
Dude, Waffles. Oh my gosh.
Waffle's pretty bad at commentary. He
True.
like he pretends that he knows everything, and then he's like, and then he like yells, and then we start talking about like Taco Bell or some shit like that.
That's like
That's
actually
basically
something that's
what
happened.
happens.
I do kind of pretend like I know everything, but I also am like.
That's
I
what you gotta
think-
do on the
I,
mic.
I
Yo.
also add like an I think or a maybe to the end of it, so it's like
You can't
up for
do
debate.
that.
It's up for
You
debate.
can't
have
do
to.
that.
What do you mean you can't do that? Bro, okay, here's the thing.
How do you
I
OS
can
yourself?
Say, I can go in to a comms and be like, dude, Steve's got amazing combo games, I think. Because if I just say Steve has an amazing combo game, I'll get I'll get like waves of people for some reason being like, no, Steve, you can STI this and that. Like,
You're the analyst.
I know,
Well,
I hate
You
it.
know what you're talking about.
I just think it's important not to spread misinformation on the mic. So if
Oh, it depends. There's
It's like-
sometimes where I'll do it. I don't care.
You can't do it.
I
Like,
think-
you gotta full send the information. Like if you're saying this, you're putting it out there. Full send it. You can OS it.
if you
I-
make it funny,
Okay. I think the best situation to like go into like, oh, I think is to like set up your co-caster to either confirm or deny, right? Because you aren't gonna know all 90 characters, and so there's moments where like Pit. Oh my gosh, okay. There was this Pit and Major Upset, and I'm casting with Cirques, and I'm like, dog, what are these combos? And I'm just like, we see some crazy stuff, and I'm to like Cirques, like, bro, dog can do that? And he's like, yeah, Pit's nasty, dude. It's kind of like this setup to continue the conversation and allow your caster to like do the job that for some reason Twitch chat thinks is theirs.
We're there to like sit pretty and talk about the
Mm-hmm.
video game. I don't know what they're expecting too much from us.
oh, I'm doing the sitting pretty part really good.
He's like, bro, you
see the
you
shirt.
said this aerial was frame 5 instead of 6. You said this aerial was frame 2 frame 5 out of shield instead of frame 7. It doesn't matter at that point. It's fast enough. We're getting the hit.
Yeah. Just generalize it to like it's a
Yeah.
fast out of shield option because you'll know
And it kills.
someone is gonna bitch about you being off by like 1 unit, whatever it may be, frame or like startup and lag. Doesn't matter. That's
Yeah.
why this is like a tip for anyone. Generalize information as best you can, but still be as specific as possible.
I'm
Look.
raising my hand. Can I go next?
Hold up, because I want to follow up on Gerd. Give me, but yeah, I'm taking control of the podcast. It's mine now.
Just call on me when it's my time to answer.
But no, okay. For the people who are thinking, oh, but I'm a frame data nerd, and you're looking at what Gerd said, and you're like, nah, I study the game like that. Shut up. I was you. You're wrong. I'm telling
Literally.
you. Don't shoot yourself in the foot like that.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't call on you yet. Well, hold on.
I'm trying. I'm waiting.
Snivy, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No,
Yo.
it's Waff's turn.
Okay, Waffles, go ahead.
All right. What I wanted to say is I hate when somebody's like, I think Nair is -3 on shield, and they're like, wait, no, I think it's -4. It's one of those. I hate that. That's my That's my least favorite thing.
You
to hear
could
on the
literally
mic.
just say it's safe.
It's
safe
very
on
good.
shield.
It's very safe on shield. Exactly. And that goes on to something that I tweeted out yesterday. Did any of you see my tweet? That was me going on a rant about how I hate when people call an option bad in the video
I
game.
think I saw it.
I made I think it's like 9 tweet thread. I can't believe I got 9 tweets out of that thing where I just basically dissected on why I think
You were on a rant.
I was on a rant because it's been something that I've been hearing for a long time on like the local / regional level of tournaments that I've watched of people just calling an option bad. This has happened to me when I've commentated with other people. This has happened to me. I used to do it a lot. And I think it's really dumb to call an option bad because bad options work all the time. And I think it also doesn't tell the full story of why it was bad. And you could just tell them why. Because you know why, because you called it bad, so say it.
Roll is the best example of this. Okay? Roll is generally not the right option, right? It's not a bad option, okay? People, especially early level, the big thing that I see people harp on, and it's like, dog, don't tell them this. They're like, don't roll. No, don't tell them not to roll. Just tell them like, hey, maybe pull it back a little bit. So like if you watch Spargo or Leo in like the past like half year, something they do a really good job of is like, okay, player 1 is right here. And then they're right here. Spargo is like right here. Player 1 swings, Spargo rolls in. What did that accomplish? All of a sudden, you swung, you missed, and they took stage control. You're done. Roll was so good there, and their rolls are
Roll
phenomenal.
good.
Exactly, just roll better.
And do it less. Don't do it
Yeah.
as often.
Yeah.
More predictable.
And then the way, like, if you're gonna say, like, oh, you can't, like, be like, oh, this is bad. That's such a terrible phrase to use. It's like, ooh, that's not the option you want to go for. And then you say, well, because, like, let's say Spargo has been, covering that option. Spargo has been baiting Leo to, like, roll in from the ledge, like, every time by doing, like, this back air or, like, an empty hop, like, here at the ledge so he can, like, position himself and react to Leo rolling and get the back air to, like, keep him in disadvantage still or something like that. You have to go into the full explanation. You
Yeah.
can't be like, oh, it's bad.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
forecasting. Oh, go ahead, Waffles. Go.
I was going to say I did explain a lot of like situations and stuff that I didn't like it in. If you're into like theory, casting theory, I'm very into casting theory. I think about it a lot, but I don't talk about it a lot.
Oh, shit. My
But
goat.
if you're into that, you should check out the tweet. But yeah, I think the most common issue is like when somebody throws out like a forward air, the person shields it and the person punishes it, and they're like, they threw out a bad forward air there and gets punished for it. And I'm like, yeah, but like, why? Why is it bad?
I think a lot of the times we mix up what's like, so not we, but people mix up like what's good versus the other option being bad or vice versa. So like, like Lucina forward air in general, like short hop fast falling that to like wall out an opponent is good, right? But then there's times where like a caster will be watching somebody do that, and then somebody comes up, run up, shield on it, and gets the punish off of that, right? And it's might not be that it was a bad forward air, but it was just a really good shield, right? And so understanding the difference and being able to tell like, okay, if it was a bad forward air, what would have caused that? Well, if it was that same timing every time, then it's a bad forward air, right? Because the opponent got used to that timing every single moment, and they came in ready for it. Now, it also might just be a good shield because run-up shield is broken in this game. And you know what?
I was thinking
I'm running
about
up and
that.
shielding.
Run up shield.
I was
So
thinking if
fucking
I could
lame.
unconsciously run up shield, because I can't do it without like thinking I need to run up shield because I'm such a button masher. If I could do that unconsciously, I'd be Connecticut power ranked.
Waffle
Because
up
all I
there.
would have to do is shield, parry, and then up tilt you as Falco.
Waffles
easy.
ranked caster and player.
That's what I'm trying to get on my region's PR, but I gotta go hella grinding.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I'm just like in a sub region.
I actually couldn't. Get
Bro,
power
I could
ranked.
do it in sub-region. I could not do it in Utah, dude.
If I play,
State PR.
Dude, Utah PR, like, people sleep on Utah until they hear the players that are in Utah. Like,
hit
top
me, hit me with
five?
some names.
Okay.
I don't know any of the
Send
names.
is number 2.
Oh,
Okay.
send is P. Okay.
Okay.
He's number 2.
I'm
Number
listening.
1 is Krieg. Who's the best Marth in the world right now.
Okay.
3.
But he plays Marth, so
Almost
up.
beat
Matter.
Big D.
that's
Shut
plays
up.
Marth. Could have played.
Made
Shut
top
up.
16 at 2 majors in the past 4 months.
Krieg is the goat. Get your-
Would have won them if he played Lucina.
No, he wouldn't have.
Nah,
I'm
nah.
telling you.
Waffle hating just because it's someone from Utah.
No,
For
I'm hating because
real.
it's
So
Marth.
true.
Bro
I'm hating
hates
because it's
religion.
Marth. I hate religion.
They do live in a fake
I
time
do hate
zone, to be
religion.
fair.
Yes, I
Fake
do.
time zone. Fake
I-
time zone, actually.
Fake time zone, atheist.
Number 3 is Sticky, who's Orion ranked for North America. Number 4 is Valor, who is still counting towards Orion rank as a hidden boss. Number 5 just switched to Mint, but before it was Splash Daddy, who just continuously making top 32 at every major. So, like,
I think I've heard of Splash Daddy.
Splash
The-
Daddy's a great
okay.
tag, regardless.
the
It is.
lowest ranked player that we had get a PR or like a PGR / ult rank win in the past year was J Flight, who was at 33rd and got a win on base mage.
Oh shit. Okay.
Given
okay.
now he's top 10 in the state, but like, it's kind of good. They're kind of good. All I'm saying, dog.
Wait, you said he was ranked 33rd?
He was 33rd in Utah when he
So-
beat base mage.
How many, like, how far down do you go down in your rankings?
It's just the like bracket where it's like constantly keeping track of points. You know?
Oh, I see.
And then
what
at
it
the
is.
end of the
One
season,
those.
PR is like, okay, there was like some weird statistical anomaly that caused this or that, right? So
Yeah. So you keep like a general ranking.
Yeah.
And, like, I forget what the website was called.
bracket.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's like why I know like, oh, so and so is around 33rd, because like obviously like algorithms are gonna be to an extent wrong, especially when a player doesn't go to as much or they don't travel to like certain events. But you know, hence the point of the PR panel, right?
Yeah.
So.
Sure. I think we should abolish. I don't think we should abolish all PRs. I think we should just make them less frequent.
Oh wait, Waffle, you were trying to say something before?
No, it's already gone. Don't.
Oh,
don't
it's
even.
already gone. It's already
Yep,
gone.
thoughts gone. We
All right,
can
all
move
right.
on. We can.
Left
I can
ahead.
shit talk. Can
All
I
right,
shit
yes,
talk Marth
yes.
more?
Abolish PR.
I can-
Abolish
Marth
PR.
is
I
better
agree.
than Lucina.
Shut the. Wait, I was about to say shut up.
This
but you
guy's
know
an
what?
analyst. This guy's an
decided-
analyst.
Yo,
I decided to
Waffles,
play Marth
let
instead of
me give
Lucina.
you some things for you, okay?
Wait, can I say one thing?
If you are not top level, you shouldn't play Marth.
Yeah.
All right, I guess
agree.
I'm not playing Marth
You
then.
should. You should not. But I also think that at all levels.
If you are top or high level, you can't tell me a character like the accusation is like, oh, weak hits are worse for Marth. Go watch Riddles versus Leo. There are multiple times where Leo uses a weak hit to combo into a tipper to get a kill, including I think it was game 4. It was a weak hit fair into tipper dash attack, killed at 80. 80!
Interesting.
Oh my god.
Lucina's
And there are
still
so
better.
many down air tipper on Marth confirms into tipper F smash, kills at 40 mid stage.
Interesting.
You can't tell me a character like players are just lazy. Players are lazy.
True.
and
Yes.
And why do you think
Call them
what
out?
do you
Own those
and-
frauds.
And why do you think I'm advocating for Lucina? I'm
'Cause
lazy.
you're lazy?
I play this
'Cause
game
you're
like once a
lazy.
month.
You're
I play
the
this game like once a
problem.
month. I play
So-
Valk.
So
I play
Lucina's good for you, but if we're talking top level player, I'm sorry. You want to pick the best of the best and abuse all the strengths. Why?
Alright.
Like that's why
Yeah.
why are none of y'all picking Steve up or Kazuya? Oh, I have respect for myself. What about in Smash 4? Don't lie to me. You're just lazy now.
Oh, what
It's
if I?
time for you to drop Wolfgird. Pick up Marth. I know
Yeah,
you
no,
wanna.
no, I'm playing Wolf.
Yeah. What?
my
Mashing
low
buttons.
maintenance high tier.
Okay, what if Yin? What if we compromised? Marth and Lucina suck. Corrin's the best
No.
swordie in the game.
No, shut up.
Corrin's
I love
mad nice.
Corrin's great. Corrin's great. I think
Yeah.
high tier. She's not better than Lucina or Marth.
Okay.
No.
I was trying to compromise, but we didn't.
There's
we
too
didn't
many
get
characters that
compromise.
abuse her weaknesses, dog.
That is true. I've been on a Marth kick as of late, and it's like I played Lucina for a very, very long time, and the switch is like night and day. I used
Yeah.
to think they're the same. No, the fuck they're not. No, they are not. No, they are not.
Nah.
It's like Marth has this like entirely different game plan. They actually have combos compared to like Lucina. Like Lucina, yes, Lucina has combos. CDK has like done them rack and shit like that. But
Oh, you
Marth
do
has,
like down throw back air.
Oh, you can also do like up air ladder chains. It's like, ugh. Or like something cool like that. Tie it off
I
a
got
back
a
air.
3-piece combo.
Yeah, because it's mostly like a string character. But like Marv got actual real ass combos. But the thing is, like he requires a lot of like spacing and not just regular spacing. Like lots of micro spacing for his
Dude,
interactions.
Krieg uses dark witchcraft. I swear, bro hits tippers like none other.
Yeah, and Barf is like the ultimate cheese factor. Like F tilt kills, like mad
Wait.
early, up tilt kills, up air kills, F smash
Side B,
kills.
I
Like
hit my side
70.
B at 10 and you're dead.
What? No way.
I'm obviously
way.
exaggerating. Chill, Snivy, chill.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
a caster.
hold on.
It's my job to exaggerate things at times.
Wait a minute. No, listen,
Yeah,
I
it still
believe
kills
it.
at like
I
30,
believe
25. Like the starting hit at around 25, 30, you could get the kill.
it. Holy hell. Marf is so busted.
He is.
The world needs to know.
They do.
Waffle
Utah
needs to
knows.
know.
Utah knows.
Man,
Why
I
do you
have to
think
move
Send
out to
ain't number
Utah
one
now.
anymore? Bro started getting
Yes.
farmed by Krieg.
getting the sortie matchup check.
Bro, I feel like I send so many strays at send at this point. I feel bad.
You said
I
so
love-
many strays on this podcast.
I
in general,
have
too.
already.
Well,
Dude,
are we by like
I'm bi.
yeah, not what I meant, but
I'm also
my,
bi.
My thoughts aren't working. But are we by association send haters too? Like by having you on
I'm
this
not a
podcast?
Send hater.
Yes.
I don't hate Send by any means. I
Not
think
like I
Send's an
hate-
amazing player. I think he's gotten lazy though.
Okay, but you just talked about exaggeration, and I'm trying to do that right now.
Yeah.
I'm also a Sen
Yeah.
hater because
See,
I
Waffle.
wish he would fucking optimize his nest and stop playing
True.
stupid ass Fundy's nest, bro. Come
I just hate
on.
Ness.
Okay, Waffles, here's your issue. If you're gonna exaggerate, you can't. So yeah, the other day I like watched somebody die.
No, see, this
Like
is my
that.
thing.
That doesn't sound like exaggeration. You
This
gotta
is
be
my-
like,
but that's
"Dude,
what.
so
that's
are
how-
we all Send haters now? Like, come on, you gotta do the influx of sarcasm.
Yeah, interesting.
Otherwise, Twitch chat will get mad at you. They'll be like, he's not being sarcastic. He hates
Uh,
Send.
Maybe I do hate send. Maybe it's internalized, and I just don't know it. I've just played too many Nesses on Elite
Hey,
Smash.
Ness, I hate Ness low to mid level. Top level Ness is cool. I will not like do anything other than argue that, because low to like even some high level Nesses, okay, cool. You know how to mash buttons and hit PK Fire, and maybe you know PK Thundertail. Dude, top level Ness, side magnet movement and everything. Oh my gosh, dude, you are making that character look saucy.
Side button is
Gact?
sick.
Send, syrup.
Yeah, I love.
I love
okay.
casting those guys.
I have never casted any good Ness except for
I've
King.
casted.
King is my goat.
Where did you cast King?
Reach New Heights 7.
That makes sense.
Come on,
I
man. That was
haven't-
your tournament.
Dude, that was over a year ago.
That
No,
was
it
mad
wasn't.
long
No,
ago.
it wasn't.
Dude, it was in 2022.
It was
That's
not- it was
basically
it was
over
like
a year
That was,
ago.
9
come
or
on,
10
that was
months
so
ago.
last year.
Yeah, dog. That's so 2022. We're moving on, bro.
I've
Why are you
casted,
always
like,
looking in the past? Why aren't you looking to the future?
because
Build yourself up.
I've casted like 4 times in 2023. Like, what
Yeah.
do you mean?
So see, focus on those instead of 2022.
True. So I've never
Weirdo.
casted a good Ness in relevant time.
I haven't
I only
casted
casted
Gact.
syrup.
I've casted syrup and send. I'm
Love
hoping.
gagged.
I think I'll get. I'm hoping I could cast Gact because apparently he's coming to Crown. So
Yeah.
they just
Oh,
announced
yeah,
that a couple of
please.
days ago. Yeah, Crown
Oh,
3.
Do you know the gacked
When
allegations? They aren't bad.
When is Crown?
Okay, hold up. Crown. Let's talk about the date. Then I gotta ask what in the world you're referring to, Snivy.
It's nothing bad. It's
It's
a joke.
just
bro.
about
Okay,
BD Bean.
okay.
BD, it's only because
Oh, it's about
BD
BD Bean.
BD Bean
It
beat
is?
Gact. And that's
Oh,
it.
that is true though. It was mostly gonna be like
Ooh.
gacked at a region is such a folder, bro. He always gets packed up, but he's like the best net.
It's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. Like there's times where like he does really well in the U.S. and then bro's coming from Japan. His time
I was
zone's
about to
like
say,
18
yeah.
hours away, and he flew. Like dog, how
Like jet lag and everything.
Japan is the strongest region, and if you want any evidence of that, one, they already fold us constantly, okay? And no, I'm not gonna argue Mexico. They have 5 relevant players. All right, sit down, chill out. I know there's more. I'm gonna get
Well, Mexico
I'm gonna
counts
get
as like
Mexico
North
getting mad
America
at me.
game, pretty much.
Okay, even then, Japan's better than North America. Like they come over to our region, 18 or something hours difference, fly for like who knows how long, away from home, and they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna fold you up. We got number 1 and like 3 other top 10 players in the world. Hold that.
Shuton and Ken, baby.
Shutone, Ken, T,
Kameme.
Proto, Kameme,
Oh my
Kome.
God.
Zachary's on a
my
slump,
goat.
but he'll come back. Give it time.
I do think it's funny how Proto just gets a power up in America after doing all that. After
I mean,
like,
I wouldn't care. Okay, look.
because he's
Bro-
better in America than in Japan, which is really
Well, hold
funny.
up. Okay, first of all, everybody over exaggerates his losses. His worst loss is Chicken, who is top 50 in the world.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Japan's
Diddy
just a hard
Kong.
region.
Ain't bad.
Dude, I don't want to fight Diddy Kong Min Min or Diddy Kong Lucina. Tweak folded Proto.
True.
Yeah.
All right.
The other thing is like, if I'm proto, I'm not gonna care as much about Japan tourneys, right? Because they don't have money towards it. All right, I'm a 33-year-old full-time job family man. I'm
He's a
gonna care
bag
when there's the
chaser.
big pop bonus, dog.
He's a
You're
bag
playing
chaser.
for fun, bro.
It all makes
Yeah.
sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like here,
That
I'm
makes
gonna hit
sense.
the grind and everything, but the minute I'm in the U.S., ooh, go ahead, seed me 4th or 5th. All right, can't touch this. No, you're done. Give me my money. Give me my money, dog.
That's another thing. People like to unfairly like compare like, oh, this Japan player didn't get like top 8 at their local, bro. Do you not understand? There's a different level of power.
Okay,
Their locals are also like regionals, basically.
they
Yes.
are, because it's just a like very closed-in country, and the
they-
whole
and they
time,
all
like
go
you
to-
see
they all-
Proto in round 1 of losers.
You know how
And then
like
people, yeah.
you know how like we have to like beg our top players to go to regionals? They just show up to their locals, you know?
Yep.
They do.
They just
That's
show
the
up
other
every
thing.
week.
Look, North America, if you want to be better, start caring, all right? You know that lazy thing that we talked about? That is North America, all right? Japan loves this game. They don't care that they ain't making money. They're like, oh, I got like this. I get to feel prideful for a minute. I get to be like, yeah, I'm just the best. And then they're like, yeah, I just go all the time traveling for no reason because I just want to play. I just want to be the best. That's why Japan's better than us. They put in the work.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like the America problem where it's like America just like, you know, has the egos, they're all aggro, and it's like you know, it's common with like sports as well, on top of that as well. I just activated
That-
Gerd's neuron for a second because I know Gerd is currently sports jack.
So Crown, I did the research for you. Crown,
Oh.
the third, is on June 3rd through 4th, 2023.
Oh, I thought I
Check
said
it
that.
out.
You did? You know, did you?
Oh.
Did you
Yeah,
did he
because
say it?
I pulled up the date
Yeah.
before I responded to the BDB thing. I thought I might
Interesting.
not have said it. I might have just looked it up.
Well, we'll get the people watching. They'll have to
Dude.
keep us in check. But
Crown
What I
is
was
gonna
going to
be so
say-
sick.
speaking of another major that just got announced, Shine 2023
Shine. No.
got announced yesterday. Whoa, big news! It's the last one. What?
It's so unfortunate.
So Gerd, I'm gonna swing it to you since you're the one who wanted structure and I'm doing segues. So I'm
Yeah.
contributing to that. You're the only one who's been to a Shine here. What,
Yeah, Waffle, you haven't been sniving. You didn't go last year, did you? Okay, yeah.
No.
So
What-
what does Shine mean to you?
I've been to every Shine since 2016. So 2016, 17, 18 when it was at the Seaport, and then 19 and 2022 when it was in the new venue at the DC U Center. That venue's ass. But like it means so much to me because that was the first tournament, not like the first major, not the first regional, the first Smash tournament I had ever been to, ever. I sat my ass down at a random setup and I didn't even know that if that like I could do that. I got my ass beaten by a guy who played Donkey Kong and he two-stocked me in Smash 4 constantly. Like I'm trying to do like cool shit and then he's just whooping my ass. I'm like, how the fuck is someone so good? I was there for every top 8 Melee and Smash Melee, Smash 4 and Ultimate. So it being gone after this year sucks, but I kind of knew that was coming because I have TO connections, so I heard that there might have been some rumblings around once the contract's up because it was a 2-year contract coming out of COVID where they would do 2 more years, and then the future was very uncertain if they were either going to return with the new venue or they were just going to be done. So Shine, it's its last iteration. This will be number 7. No. It'll be number 6. Wait, 6. Yeah, it'll be the 6th Shine, which is, I wish there was more, but this is the one to go to. It's gonna be stacked. I will say, there are gonna be a lot of people who want to commentate to this event. A lot of people. Like it's gonna be more fucking stacked than last year, I bet, because everyone's gonna want to cast the last Shine.
Mm-hmm.
Gerd's shaking his boots because he's been banking on Shine for like the last like 8 months.
I want to go. Ritual has told me I wasn't like a guarantee shoe-in, but I was like on a list where like, oh, someone
You're
could
pretty
like.
damn close there.
I was close. I don't know how close. Ritual said I was
I
close.
think you're like 13 or something.
I don't know.
15.
I don't know the number.
Something
Ritual didn't give
extremely
me a
close.
number. I could
That's
could
wild.
always ask Flambeau, but I know that I was like close. But I know I have a lot of events coming up to really boost up my resume and boost up my reel. So
Listen, Gerd,
I'm on
come
that
to
grind.
Tri-State. We want to give you more events
Dude,
out here. Come on.
Hold up. Speaking of Flambeau, I love this guy. Okay,
oh, you gonna hear this?
Flambeau, I love this guy so much. Bro totally subtweeted me on the last podcast, which is fair.
Oh
it's
my-
totally fair. He did subtweet.
Okay, what was
I
the
knew
actual
exactly.
subtweet? Because I listened
There
to the
were
podcast,
two.
but I want to
There
connect
were
it.
two.
Two?
Okay. First,
Okay.
we'll do the one that happened later on first, because this one is less of a like, obvious one. Unless you look at my skin color, he was like, "Yeah, white guys all be the same." I'm like, "Dog, that's me."
Okay, that one was funny.
Look, the facial structure, the hair, I am literally just the white guy for comms. All right.
Yeah, the prototype.
I am.
You're the
Yeah.
prototype white guy.
Exactly.
The
Hey.
standard white guy.
Hey, I think I've been figuring out some stuff to like make me stand out, at least on the mic, But no, the main subtweet, and I know this was me. I know it was specifically me. Look, Waffles, if you want, I will send you some clips from my current reel, and you could like splice it in or whatever. Up to you.
You're giving me so much work. I love that.
What? No
Side B actually catching their dash attack.
Oh my lord! Almost murdered
Clutch King! Clutch King!
Oh, fighting!
The special!
Yo!
The King special!
Dude,
Let's go.
this man.
Do you know? Do you know?
Yo,
if you want.
Waffle, can you put this edit real quick?
Do you guys know? Do you know the lore of like how when I edit these videos?
No.
I finish this. I eat lunch like really quickly. I shower. I go to work. I get home at 11:45, and then I edit. That is when I'm
Bro,
editing.
just give yourself a couple more days. Like, change your like upload schedule to better fit.
Well, it's weird because we like to preview all of our tournaments beforehand, but then the tournaments happen the day after. So I was like, let's just move the day. It would make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
now we don't have like a day that works for us. So,
Oh, got you. Fair.
but
Um,
anyways, yes, I will
'kay.
put the clips in here.
Speaking
and
of
I will
making
and I will
editing harder.
also so above Gerd's face is going to be the clip of you, and it's going to be very bad quality.
Well, it would have my
On
audio.
Snivy's
It would have
face
my
is going to
audio,
be
though,
Subway
so-
Surfers. It's going to be Subway
Aw.
Surfers.
And then
over
Waffle
your
can Waffle
face
have Catway.
is going to have Family
Can
Guy.
Waffle have Catway?
What?
Can Waffle have Catway?
Cataway.
I don't know what that is.
Cataway,
Catway
baby.
is the reference that Onin and Acola use in game.
Oh, the cataway.
Oh.
Yes, put cataway.
You're gonna
It's
have to
literally
send it to
just
me.
a cat humping the air.
Fucking. I'll put the GIF in chat right now.
All right. So
Okay.
if you send it to me, I'll do it. Sure.
Well, they need to hear the audio. That's the important part of the subtweet thing. Which
There you go.
real quick, speaking of making your job harder, what if you like? I thought about this the other day. What if you like put snippets of like commentary clips of whatever guest you're having on, like before the pod
beforehand?
starts?
That's
yeah,
a good idea.
that way like people know the voice or whatever. Anyways, that's besides the point.
Flambeau.
If you want to do that, I will even edit my own for you if you want to do that. Anyway, so Flambeau, he mentioned people with McDonald's drive-through microphone quality on their commentary reel.
No.
I know for a fact I'm that guy. I know for a fact I am that guy.
No.
And the reason being, okay, so you know how I talked up Land King? ESA wasn't around back before last year's Shine when I applied. Which, by the way, I applied to Shine on accident. I thought it
What?
was Wave Dash.
Oh, you're
Oh
fine.
my god.
I don't have the money to make it out.
You're a melee racist. You just
Hey.
I mean,
you think all melee terms are the same?
hey, back it up here. Hold up.
They're
hold up, hold up.
blue. They look the same.
The logos were very similar last year, all right? And I literally, it was like 1 a.m. at night, I was submitting all my applications to like my Let's Make Moves, both Miami and Big Moves, Back in Blood, Edgeguard, like a bunch of different events. And so like I had thought Wave Dashes was closed because I had been told that. And then I see Shines and it doesn't click because I couldn't remember Wave Dash's name. I just remember the symbol. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, oh, this is the one, right? Because it's just blue was the one thing I remembered about the logo. And so I was like, I'm going to apply. And then the next morning I'm like, oh, this is in New England. Unless they like fly me out, I'm not making it. Mm-hmm. But I'll just leave the application, whatever. If I get told yes, it's a major, I'll figure it out, right? I'll scrounge up some money. But so back in that time, Utah did not, and even now it has a very bad habit when it comes to like uploading VODs to YouTube. Okay. And so at the time, I recently gotten the job that I have now where I have to wake up at like 4 a.m. to get to work. And so I'm not gonna be able to go to a local the night before work that's a 2-hour drive away. So like I didn't have recent Land King VODs. And so they don't upload anything. They don't save anything. I don't have my Land King stuff, which is the like really good mic quality and stream quality. So the only stuff I had was the most recent stuff from this Kaysville tournament that's dead now called Congo. And the issue with it, okay, I brought my stream setup, but the room they had was like a closet with just solid wood. And so there was nothing I can do to get that mic quality, like the quality of audio to be good. The other issue is 3 weeks prior to the ones that I had been doing at the time. Somebody, I was using, I think I have the mic here. Hold on. I like have my old mic somewhere. I don't know. But it's a Yeti. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Oh, the Yeti mic.
It's this Yeti. Okay.
Why do you have it?
Because I have a better mic now.
But why do you still have it? Oh, okay, cool.
I just haven't gotten rid of it.
Why wouldn't you just throw it away?
You should donate.
You're right.
You should donate it to one of those casters you yelled at earlier.
Here's your McDonald's mic.
Okay. Well, the issue wasn't the mic. The issue wasn't the mic. Somebody, because I would put the cord through here, like through the back, and they went to like make the microphone focus on them, and it bent the end. They don't just sell the cords for the mic, and it's like the classic like Android USB, so like you can't get a good audio quality from a normal cable for those. And so like, yeah, it was just awful audio quality. And that's all I had other than Crown. I had like some Crown VODs, but I didn't want to only use Crown because that felt weird. So I used some McDonald's drive-through quality locals. It was
Very nice.
Hey, you know what? It wasn't good enough for Shine, but it got me major upset. So
We take those.
We take those. Gerd, I know. Speaking of Flambeau subtweets, I know there were some things that you wanted to talk about the Flambeau episode you mentioned before.
We've like lightly talked about this, but listening back to the podcast, this is not necessarily for like people like EE or TK. This is kind of like the people who could get a major, or even just like under that, kind of like where me and Snivy are, or Ritual and Waffle, kind of. This might have played again, but probably not as much.
What do you
now
mean,
that we've
kind
done
of?
Crown.
I'm getting
Kind
majors.
of. I mean,
so...
you don't want to do a major. You already said you didn't want to.
No,
do
I don't
Shine.
want to
You just
apply
want to
to
do
a
it for fun, bro.
I don't.
But realizing,
Okay.
but
whatever.
realizing Flambeau saying that like people our level, like me and Snivy specifically, probably don't need a reel. Like you obviously want a reel, but it's not like a super necessity unless you're trying to go for a major to really show like what your skill set is and how you can collaborate with not only like whoever's the director, but also like potentially with other casters. I will always say, because I mean, Yin, have you ever ran an event where you've had to like put casters in blocks for tournaments?
Yes.
Okay, so would you say a resume, graphical or like traditional like Word resume, is so much more important than a reel when you're starting out?
Yes.
Yeah,
Unless it is a major. Yes.
Like, I would love to see a resume, but I know that a bunch of people, especially in New England, don't have that ability to even get a reel because we only have like 3 or 4 events that could actually pull VODs from, while also having like good commentary, not just like random commentary. I'm talking like you got the headsets, you got the stream setup, you got the lighting, you got the camera, you got the gameplay, you got the production. Like, when I started like actually like writing down all my stuff, I didn't have a reel. I just had a resume. And this also goes for Ritual, where Ritual, only reason she got to work like her first event was because she had
has,
a
like,
resume. I
100
didn't know who she
events,
was.
dog.
It was Waffle and Ritual who applied to my regional.
Do you know?
And I'm like, there's these random people from Connecticut that I don't know, but they had a resume and it showed which events they worked for. And I saw that Ritual had worked with Ajax and like the Vortex locals. I'm like, okay, if Ajax can give me the vouch, then yeah.
Do you know
then
why
I can
she
put you
had a
in.
resume? Because I had just been like, I compiled mine into a resume, and she was like, "Oh, that's a good idea."
You know, honestly, I need to
Ritual
get
has
vouchers for
converted
my
me.
resume.
Ritual has converted me to that.
To trans?
Like,
You trans now?
no. No, to a resume.
Yeah.
Like, that's been something that I've been like okay. It's basically like waves when it comes to like events, right? You do a couple events and then you start reworking like commentary reel or whatever when you have like a couple of big events. And so like I just went on that kick where I got like Daddy's Den, Major Upset in like 3 weeks, and then I'm about to have Crown, so I'm like prepping for as soon as Crown 3 happens. My resume is ready and my reel is completely different. That way I can start like applying to more stuff again with like an actual quality stuff. I will say reel and resume have nothing on networking. That is
Absolutely.
the most important thing. Okay, and there were people that got a little bit like there were 1 or 2 people in specific because they felt that they were getting their skill downplayed on the mic on Twitter. I love these people. If they know I'm subtweeting them, I love you. You are amazing on the mic. Let me make this clear. But every caster knows networking is how you get good blocks at majors and regionals. The only reason I have gotten what I have gotten so far is because, so like Crown, if we start with Crown 2, I got that because I went to over 100 locals in half a year, including every single ranking I could. And when they were like, oh, hey, we're doing this major coming up, I was like, yo, can I get on? And they're like, we've got you. Major Upset and Daddy's Den. I got Daddy's Den. Major Upset was more so because of the talent and skill from what I heard from the guys up there when I chatted with them and everything. But Daddy's Den was because of a tweet that I put out where I added Jet, one of the California commentators. I was like, yo, dog. I was like, I'm 1 person away from 100. If only someone like Jet, who I hung out with and hasn't followed me yet, would follow me back, you know? And so Jet follows me. You know how Twitter is. I get some random person being like, screw you, I'm unfollowing you. And then Cal France, Big Daddy Nom Nom, follows me back or follows me on Twitter. He's like, I got you, dog. And me and Cal talked so much from that point. And then he hits my line in November. He's like, yo, I got this regional coming up. You should apply. It is so much networking in this game. If you know the TOs and you make if they know that, oh, hey, they're gonna do well on the mic, but more importantly, they're going to work well with me, and I don't have to worry about them being a dick. They're putting you on every time because they know you're gonna be good with them.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why and that is why I don't want to apply to Shine. Not because I don't want to cast a major, but no, the reason I'm not applying to Shine is number one, I just want to enjoy my first major. I don't want to have any stress going into the event because I think I will enjoy it less because that's what I do.
Why are you getting stressed about the mic?
Because it just will happen no matter what. Like, it's just going to. Like, I can try to minimize it all I want, but it's going to happen. Number 2, I also just like do not feel like I am ready, or that I don't even know, like, I think I want to still work on my game more, because like I don't do it enough, and like sometimes I don't know, like it's mostly just because I want to enjoy the event, not because I don't want to do a major. But yeah, I just want to enjoy my first major. I want to see what a major is like from that point of view. And also, I suck at networking. I suck at networking so much. I don't want to network.
Yeah.
I feel like I've low-key gotten a little worse at networking, but I put in my work. I put in my work there. I go to my whenever I go to a new local, I make sure to find like the person who hired me, or like or the person who is in charge of like putting on commentators and stuff like that. Be like, hey, here's my reel. Can I commentate? He's like, comments like, oh yeah, it's like open mic pretty much. Like that's what I did when I went to like Bears and like other locals, and it's like, yeah, it's mostly a lot of locals are just like open mic, but if you make like that first kind of like established contact, then they will know your name basically. Like
if you ever
failsafe.
want on a local, just walk up to him and like, hey, my name's so and so. Would I be able to get on the mic? And be like, they will love you for it.
Yeah, like my first regional, I got this mad fast. Like I commentated like for like 2-3 months, I think, and like I got save point 2, which was like on VG Bootcamp, and I'm like, oh shit, already? I'm like, I didn't think it was this fast. Like I thought I had a little bit while to go, and like from there, I got like No John. I was in a bunch of Philly events, and like I got to know like String Cheese. And then like I did the this failsafe that came back, and now I'm doing the one that's coming up this weekend. And I got on because I know the casting director and I know the TO. So basically, I'm on that joint. It's gonna be great. Check it out, by the way. MPT streams this weekend.
Hey, we're doing that later. We're doing that later.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
cut.
yeah,
I mean,
chill,
later.
chill, chill, chill.
I mean, we are over time, by the way, so we could just
We
could just-
are.
we could just do it now.
I mean,
We can wrap it up
hey.
in a second.
Closing comments.
I will say
guess.
there was at least one thing that I wanted to talk about, and like you bringing up the regionals and everything, like is a pretty good segue into it. Is like the difference between West and Eastern United States, right? Especially like Northeastern US. There are so many regionals. Y'all have
Really?
everything so often. Yeah.
We have one. If you want to, you can go to a regional every week. From Connecticut, where I
Yeah.
live, I can go to a regional every week.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
That's cap.
Close
That's
to.
not cap.
It feels like
That is
it.
cap.
Like
Yeah, I
West
would say so.
Coast, unless you're talking PNW, and PNW, by the way, the main areas of PNW are like 4 hours away, right? It's not like East Coast where like New Jersey to Pennsylvania to Connecticut to New York, and it's like pretty decent overall. Like you might even get away with not staying the night out there if after an event, PNW is the best when it comes to like a big amount of regionals. And even then, bare minimum, your drive time to your closest one away from your home area is 4 hours. Like that is so much more spread out than East Coast. And so like regionals, like there are none in Utah. There's like one a year in Nevada, as far as I'm aware, given they also have a major. Arizona doesn't have any regionals right now. For Ultimate, I know they have Smash Camp for Melee, right? California,
Smash Camp.
there's not a current regional in California. Otherwise, bro, what the heck? Why are my homies not hitting my line? The hell? I hit your line for a major. No, there's nothing happening in California regional wise for right now.
Yet.
Not yet. I do know some things are in the works. But
I
like,
know Ben Layson has to be cooking something.
there's a couple of people cooking some stuff. I won't say names, but I know a couple of people that are out there working on some stuff. But like, especially Southwest, there is nothing other than Edgeguard. That is the only regional. And so if you want on, you are going up to PNW, which, as said, 4 hour bare minimum between different areas. So like Ewa with Daddy's Den, and then it's another 4 or 5 hours over to Portland, or another 6 hours or something to Seattle, right? Or you're getting a major. Like, so where I hear Ritual or like you, Snivy, where it's like, yeah, I got my first regional in 3 months, and then it's regional, like at least one a month. Like freaking Ritual, there's times where like you look at her resume and it's like, oh yeah, she had 2 or 3 in a month.
I was doing 3 a month. I'm still technically doing 3 a month. Like I'm doing one this weekend. I'm gonna be doing one next weekend. Then I'm gonna be doing one the next weekend, and then I'm gonna be doing one the next weekend, and then after that,
Yeah, that's
actually,
insane.
I have a
I'm probably
full-time
going to be
job.
doing like 2
I'm a
regionals,
TO.
like at Clip It, and then another one on Sunday. But like after Clip It, I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing for events. I'm probably just gonna be on the local grind, monthly grind.
Yeah, no, West Coast, there's not a regional. And so like and so that's the hard thing, right? Is you have to get a major. That is your option. I got crown. Within less than a year of commentating, I got crown. And then from there, it was just waiting and hoping that PNW hit my line. And they did, thank the heavens. But like the good thing though, in comparison, is the amount of competition. Because like anywhere you do commentary, there's a lot of competition for it, right? Everybody's like, oh yeah, I want to be in front of the camera, on the mic, in front of thousands of people. That sounds cool, right? People want to feel like they did something and accomplished something, which is fair, right? East Coast, oh, bro, your talent levels are insane. Okay,
It's super difficult. I know we were chatting about this before.
even if we skip over like some of the biggest names in the business when it comes to like grabbing majors and everything, Tony, TK, you still have Ajax, Skid, Lyric. Like you guys have so much talent out there. It's horrifying to imagine like how do like sure maybe they'll miss this regional, but if I want a major, yikes.
Yeah,
Good luck, buddy.
major level talent in the northeast corridor of the United States, so anywhere from basically MDVA to like upper area Boston, is so stacked with good talent. It's insane because you'll look at like LMBM, Collision, Shine, Pound, SmashCon. Like you'll often see the same casters, but it's like, damn, it's just
Max,
They just
so
got
many
it like
people.
that.
Coney. Like I was talking to Skiff the other day, and like it's insane to hear him talk about wanting to not go negative at events. I'm sitting here like, dog, you're one of the top, and you have a hard time getting jobs and not going negative. That's insane.
I think we're always gonna go negative as casters, unfortunately.
Unless you become
Did you see
EE
Lyric's tweets?
or Coney. Unless
You
you're
have to
like
take out loans.
yeah, unless you are one of the like big, like not even just like, oh yeah, you are definitely like a major, super major level. Like Skip and Ajax have done top 8 of majors. They aren't there. They aren't there where they're making good money
Well,
or
if
any
you-
money for that matter.
If you want to make money, you have to pivot from Smash. Like it's the only way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you have
Like,
to
you
just
have
go to a
to-
more esports oriented game.
Unless you are specifically like Coney or EE. Like not even TK. TK's like, ooh, I don't know about this anymore. Like, and that dude can charge this like close to the same rates
Yeah.
as like Coney and EE, right? Like those are the 3 big ones when you talk
And there's-
casters.
There's just not a lot of money in Smash, which is why you gotta pull a big boost game like Vicky Kitty, doing so many things
Dude,
like
Vicky's
Valorant,
wild.
Overwatch. I think she
She's
she does
goated.
a Valorant. On
I
top
don't know.
of just like
I know
like
she
she
does
built her
Overwatch.
base off of Smash, but like then she went branched out
She
into
do-
like
yeah, she does
esports
Overwatch.
oriented
Overwatch,
games.
Apex, other stuff. You know.
And you actually get a salary doing
PAX
that
Arena.
shit.
Yeah. And see,
Yes.
like West Coast though, West Coast like has a lot of good talent, but it's a lot of like unrecognized talent or like commentators that are like barely starting to crack that surface, like Jet or Wolf Scratch are like the 2 big
the
ones
goat
that I talk
And
about,
Jet-
right? Arbiter, like after port priority, he broke that. Like he was the first one to like, oh yeah, West Coast got it. Laird, given Laird is a phenomenal caster. I love that man. I'm sure he is happy for Arbiter, like, oh, yo, my co-caster just broke that, and hey, take me right with you, dog. Let's go.
They are riding that train together.
And that
No, I love how Laird plays like the sane role to Arbiter's insanity pretty
True.
much.
they are so good together. They're wonderful casters, but like, it's funny to me because like, you also look at the general like viewers and players of the game, they don't know some of these like very, very relevant casters. Like if we talk Wolf Scratch and Jet, do you guys know who I'm talking about? By the way, I know you guys.
course.
I know
Okay.
Wolf Scratch. I don't know Jet.
You don't know Jet? That okay? You're exactly the people I'm talking about. I love you, Gerd. No offense. I don't know how you don't know who Jet is at this point. He got Major Upset, Genesis, Double Down, Level Up Expo. Like, dude is doing everything. Bro
I will be honest.
Vienna's
I'll be honest
challenger.
when I say I did not watch pools.
He
At
had
those
more
I
than
don't.
pools, though.
I don't watch
He
pools.
had more
no,
than pools.
I think this is a common problem with most people who get a major.
You-
Is that you literally just need one moment, like, and
Yeah.
that goes viral on
You do.
Twitter, and like people will be like, "Oh, this guy's kind of nice," because
Here-
I do not watch Friday and
The
most of
crazy thing
Saturday
is-
majors.
I
Jet
only
doesn't
watch
do
Sundays.
pools.
Because
Like-
I'm busy mostly.
Jet got, I think, top 8 or top 16 of Daddy's Den. I know he got like mainstream blocks for top 64 to top 8 qualifiers with Wolf Scratch for Major Upset. Dude was running Genesis for Genesis as well as some Sunday blocks. Main stage, him and Wolfie had a top 64 block or top 32. And
No,
like,
but-
there's so many people and that don't know those two names because they just don't do top 16 or top 8.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I am that person because Ritual was casting with Fang, and and she was like, "Oh, Fang is so great to work with," and I was like, "Who is that?" I was like, "Am I supposed
Who's
to know
Fang,
who that
bro?
is?" And she was like, "How do you not know who this guy's done majors?" And I was like,
Yeah. And see, like, some of them
Hasn't
some of
done
them are
majors
harder.
recently, though.
Fang did, oh shoot, he did some recently within
it
like
was
the past
LMBM.
half
It
year.
was either LMBM or no, it wasn't Collision, but it was
He
probably
did
LMBM.
that
It might have been
LMBM.
LMBM. But granted, I was at LMBM, so I couldn't like watch the stream. So I
Yeah.
have no idea.
But like, it's wild because like East Coast, it kind of makes sense, right? Like, if you're looking at East Coast casters, you can list off like 10 casters, and you're still gonna miss a bunch of the talent, like including Fang
Yeah.
or like player 4. Maybe you might miss him. Minus the fact that he used to be like a really good player and everything. Still is a really good player, but like, you know, there's a lot of people on the East Coast that you might miss just because there's so many like higher level. But then you look at West Coast, people don't know, like, other than Laird and Arbiter, they then don't know the rest of the West Coast casters, even if it's people like Jet and Wolf Scratch that are doing everything, including like top 32 and like sometimes even top 16s of majors. Like that, like, I don't think people know who Snorlax is, and Snorlax has done top 8 of multiple regionals as well as some majors.
Yeah, it's mostly due to the fact that Smash has such an oversaturation of casters, and people
Yeah.
really want to like get into like the regionals commentating, get into the majors commentating, but it's kind of just like attendance check and outlasting everybody pretty
Yeah.
much until you get your major spot, and then like you have to consistently just like keep on making it happen. Like, yeah, you can get like the one major every year, like you can get them on the few majors like every now and then, but like you gotta consistently make that a dealio. But you know, we are kind of running out of time here. We can definitely this could definitely be another topic for another episode.
Bro, I have
And
so
there's
much.
so much. There's so much we can
I
do.
definitely want to come back because there's
Because
a lot
East
more
Coast,
that I wanna
West
talk
Coast,
about.
there's so much we can talk about.
I also haven't talked about like having like how you handle having like a speech impediment on comms.
Oh,
Because like I don't
true.
know if you guys have noticed that I've been stuttering.
I've barely noticed it. I'm gonna be real. That's mostly because I'm just trying to
Comms stop me, babe.
converse. Hey, that's actually pretty cool. Because I know Ritual has like a stutter as well with her comms.
Yeah, when somebody inevitably misses next week, we'll get you in as a fill because we never have everyone. So it's been great. This is the part where we plug our things. We'll start with
You already know.
Gerd. What do you want to plug?
I've got nothing this week. Sign up for STS, which is my VGC event next weekend, but I'll talk more about that next week.
What about meter management?
All right.
Meter manage. I already did. I did it at the beginning of the podcast.
Plug it again!
Commentary apps for meter management should be opening
Bro,
this
got
week.
like
I already
10
got the budget
plugs.
confirmed.
But if
That's
you-
in 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 months.
If you remember, I muted you, so you didn't actually get a plug. You don't get
Damn.
you don't get your plugs to the end of the podcast. That's what we
bozo.
forget.
Asshole.
Wait, you muted my failsafe plug?
No, I didn't mute anything. I was joking.
Let's go.
I could.
I hate you.
It's
Okay,
a joke,
next-
not a dick.
next.
Stop taking it so hard.
Anyways,
you.
I would also like to plug SDS because I think Pokemon is cool. And Terra typing is really cool. And you guys should try Pokemon VGC if you haven't this year because Terra typing is cool. All right. Snivy, do you have anything you would like to plug?
You should totally check out Failsafe. That is happening this weekend, and that Ritual tried to gaslight me into thinking that it was the next week, but it's actually this weekend.
Snivy, what's your block?
And what?
What's your block?
I'm going to be commentating pool with the lovely Gabe OG.
That's it. They didn't give you a top cut.
No.
Boo.
Listen. I can't leak the roster. However,
The roster was already
it's
announced.
Out. It's out.
oh no, I mean not the roster. I can't leak like
The schedule.
I don't think I have the schedule. I think, but like,
Boo.
like you literally have. I think
There's a lot of good people. There's a
there's
lot
a
of
lot
good
of
people.
there's Dom.
It's
There's
on the
Dom.
screen.
He's
It's-
casting lots of majors.
It's,
You know,
it's on the screen, and now we
It's
have
right there.
Ritual SSB. Do you have anything you would like to plug?
Yo, I don't know if it'll be up there or down there. One of the two. Follow
It'll
me
be
at
somewhere.
Yin Light.
somewhere.
It's somewhere on here. Follow me at yin_light, LITE. Also, catch me at Crown. I do know what my blocks are. I'll leak that. I don't care. Those guys love me. Wave 2 of pools, and I got top 32 mainstream on Sunday, baby.
Let's
It's
go.
June 3rd and 4th. Come
I'd
out.
love to see it.
There's
I'm
gonna be so
definitely
many big
gonna be
names.
watching.
And-
I remember watching the last Crown. That was pretty fire.
Dude, the buzz through.
The buzz always throws.
Dude, it
And-
had 2 different characters that beat all of T's full kit.
I should just end it randomly during one of those.
Actually, I'm gonna be commentating
just
Wave
end
B.
the stream.
It was Wave B, not Wave A.
I'm pulling the plug. I'm pulling the plug.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.